All right, the Detroit Lions are in the worst position possible. And let me explain that to you guys. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. I might go live tomorrow talking about it. Today, I'll probably go live on the Pistons, but hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Follow me on Sportscastr for all my live streams. Create a profile. It's free and follow me. But, they're in the worst possible position because they need a quarterback. They can't get a quarterback. They lack the talent. And also, ownership is still the same. Okay, the owner, she won't fire Matt Patricia. And when she was going to fire Matt Patricia, she was going to keep Bob Quinn. So she just doesn't get it. Okay, if she would have fired Matt Patricia weeks ago when he went 0-3 or whatever it was, he lost to the New Orleans Saints. And the Lions could have continued to lose and got a quarterback. Whatever reason they didn't take a quarterback last year, I'm assuming it was the ownership more than Bob Quinn. Because I know every GM want to come in and pick their own head coach and pick their own quarterback. So I'm going to assume the ownership don't want to let go Matthew. Didn't let Bob Quinn draft a replacement. Okay? But we just in the middle of no man's land. Ownership don't have a clue. Bob Quinn don't know how to draft. Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn are on the same page. If you can't see it, then you're blind. They draft Julian Okoro. They don't know how to fit him in. That's a fact. They don't know how to use him. They draft Tavai. They don't know how to use him. Bob Quinn drafted Davis before he got here. They don't know how to use him. All right. He get the lineman they got. He don't know how to use him. Danny Shelton, John Panensi. It's just not on the same accord. This team lacks talent. It lacks depth. I mean, obviously you lack talent. You lack depth. It's not a good football team right now. And then you got an owner that's clueless. She don't know when to fire. Like, it's not even an attractive job. This job is not even attractive. Because you don't have a quarterback. You don't have the ownership. And you don't have the talent. So when you come to Detroit, what are you doing? The owner won't let you do what you want to do. She won't let you spend the money. So, this is basically a job where nobody wanted. Had they took Herbert to Burrows, moved up for Burrows, somebody would want the job. Just look at Bob Quinn's just been as worse as Mayhew and Matt Millen. Look at his drafts. Look at every position. You got a 6th-rounder starting at D tackle, John Panensi. You got Danny Shelton that been on a few teams in his career. The Browns didn't even want him. That should tell you everything. Got Romeo Cora. He ain't been he was been here since the free agent. He the best player on your team. Other than that, you go to the linebacker. Jamie Collins, he ain't is worth the money that he got. Tavai Davis, they both garbage. Christian Jones ain't shit. Ararie, who was a 5th or 4th round draft pick, he your best defensive player, right there with Romeo Cora. Tracy Walker, he probably your 3rd defensive player. Y'all ain't using him the right way. Deron Herman, he is what he is. He ain't that bad. Go to the offense. All your pass catchers could be free agent. Amendola, Kenny Galladay, or receivers per se. Marvin Jones. All can walk next year. Your backfield, y'all been drafting running backs for every year the last 2 or 3 years. Todd Johnson, Huntley, both of them gone. Kerryon Johnson, a bust. Adrian Peterson, 80 years old. Come on. So, out of all your offensive positions, Taylor Decker, okay, he been okay. He been pretty good this season. Jonah Jackson, Frank Ragnow, Big V. You probably need a right tackle. Who knows? Terrell Crosby. So, what makes this job attractive is the offensive line, DeAndre Swift. That's it. And other than Okora, Warrior, and Walker. Other than that, you talking about what I say? We got 5. You talking about O-line, 4 players on O-line. Swift, Warrior, Okora, and Walker. You got 8 guys that actually are good and probably gonna survive a changeover. 8 guys. And you have people on YouTube, and I'm not saying no names. Why the Lions would be the greatest team this year? Why the Lions would be in Super Bowl? Oh, they gonna win 10 or 11. The motherfuckers do that every year. They complain about the ownership. They complain about Matt Patricia. They complain about Bob Quinn. He have a fucked up draft, and everybody know it. He shouldn't have took Okuda. People say, oh, the Lions going to be good this year. Trey Flowers going to step up. And then again, it's just the same repetitive cycle. Every year we get hyped up. Hey, raise the roof. Every year I stop doing that. Stop doing it. This job, the Lions are in the worst place in the National Football League. Worse. Because if you look at the Jacksonville Jaguars, they got 2 young quarterbacks. They playing like 20 drafted players this past draft. 20 rookies. Look at the Jets. They in New York. Who don't want to stay in New York? They got Sam Darnold, a young quarterback. Ownership sucked, but guess what? If we lose, I'm still in New York. Detroit is in the worst possible position. Ownership trash, no franchise cornerback, no franchise players. This is the worst possible. This is rock bottom. At least when you're 0-16, you can build up. This team is like right in the middle. No quarterback. What is they right now? I'm a guesstimate. They're the worst team in the NFC West and the NFC North. I'm gonna probably say the 4 teams in the NFC South is above them. But then you say the whole NFC East, probably 3 teams in the NFC East gonna be worse than them. So right then and there, that's 4 teams. Nobody in the West is bad. So you go, nobody in the North gonna be worse than them. Nobody in the South probably gonna be worse than them. You go to the NFC, AFC East, who you got? The Jets probably gonna be worse than them, so that's 5. So you got all them pretty good. And then AFC West, pretty much all. So they're gonna be in the top 5 probably. They're gonna be in the top 5 for sure. Because I can't think of too many teams. Chargers, maybe the Broncos would be worse than them. So they're gonna be in the top 5 or 6 teams in the national. And then also remember the Skins ahead of them. So they're probably gonna be in the top 5 or 6 next year, depending on if they keep winning games. You think about it: Lance Fields, and Lawrence, and the kid from BYU. It's just they just like right in the worst position. You have no. Offensive line is the strength of this team, but I just got a feeling that she won't fire him. I got a feeling that she's not gonna fire Matt Patricia followed by Bob Quinn. They 4-5, right? If they get embarrassed on Thanksgiving, I can see it happening. I can see it happening, but it's just in a position where they don't want to pay guys they need like Galladay. They don't draft well. Let's look at last year's draft, this past draft. Your first round pick garbage. Second round pick is good. Jonah Jackson was in the 3rd, whatever, he good. 4th for me, he good. Other than that, 7th round pick didn't play. The Logan Stenberg guy, he wasn't ready to play. Julian Okoro didn't play. So, come on. Jason Huntley, you cut. So, 5 of your 7 picks, whatever many picks you had last year, didn't pan out. Only 2 panned out. So I don't see them. I don't see nothing changing. This team is in the worst possible position. I'd rather be the Jets or the Jaguars. And the Jaguars going to be ahead of you. Excuse me, I forgot about them. So, that's 7 teams. 7 to 8 teams. The Lions going to be 7th or 8th in the draft. And you're probably not going to be fortunate enough to find a Mahomes, to find a Watson. And will they let Matthew Stafford go? Unless he walk on his own merit, Stafford ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. He's going to be your starting quarterback next season anyway. And it's hard because us in Detroit football fans, Lions fans, we deserve a better team. If they lose in the fashion they lost in the last 2 of the last 3 weeks, the Colts, shout out to them for beating the Packers. Who else we lose to? The Vikings, who just lost to the Cowboys. If they lose in that fashion, and the Panthers, if they lose in that fashion, and she don't fire them, it's the same thing. She no different than Martha. And it's not fair that they get to control this football team and run us in the ground. But then again, it's not fair for Woody Johnson to run the Jets into the ground. It's not fair for James Dolan to run the Knicks into the ground. And they ain't forced them to sell the team. So let me know what you guys think about the video. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. All my social media links in the description. Fastest way to reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. Want to make a donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description. Also, follow me on Sportscastr. Create a profile. It's free for all my live stream. Catch me on Goodfellas Sports TV on YouTube and Goodfellas Sports TV 2.0. Appreciate the love, support. Make sure that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. We go.